What's up, I'm here back another video, and we are back with Irish News New Looking Glass. I did a demo months back, I think it was about in April, and honestly that was only 4 months ago. It feels a lot longer, but it was only 4 months ago when I did that initial video. And chapter 1 has been released. The developer was kind enough to give me a copy. I did donate money, but he gave me a copy of the game and said I'm okay to make a video on, so I'm very thankful for that. So thank you, and thank you for letting me make a video on this. I appreciate it. I'm actually really excited to go play this. I'm not gonna do some parts. The chapters I will, but this is all gonna be one video. As you can see, this is all gonna be chapter 1 in one good set. Of course, I think about an hour or so. Now, I don't know how the beginning is, but if the beginning is the same as the demo, I might still just go through it, just because. Because there might be some changes, even. And some people never saw that initial demo. So I would recommend checking it. You might see some similarities or differences that might have changed. Overall, though, I'm excited, and I really do want to see this game and how it grows and its potential. So I would even give him more money if it means I can see some other stuff happen in the game. So anyway, enough talking. You guys are probably here to watch this, so let's go to the game. And we'll just go. Yeah, sure. Part of my daily routine includes driving by this one library after school, but not because of any particular fondness for reading. In an age where I could read manga on my phone with only one click, I've never saw much appeal in physical books. Some by school is fascinating. Oh, that was serious, senpai. Stated right to the sign, no loud talking, written with large bold fonts. Next to some inches from Kindle USA, or hair color which resembled honey sunlight. The watch was so bright and ultramarine that it was hard to believe the color was unnatural. Let's get right down to it, visual con. Bigger trolling. Now, I would say one of my biggest complaints about this is fixed, as I can play now, was that in the original, there's no parentheses next to your main character's inner thoughts. So basically, you can never tell if he was talking to her or if he was talking to himself. Luckily, it seems like they fixed that, so you can actually differentiate. You know, you don't have to be anything big. Just something that like kind of differentiate who he's talking to. I'm a normal height boy, and she was abnormally tall girl, so she uses her height to apply pressure. It scares me and I pull away every time. There's some really strange rumors around this library. Oh, it's got voice acting.
It's part of the 7 wonders of the school.
Hang on. I didn't know. Voice acting, right? Okay. Voice volume. One, I didn't notice that. Okay, I don't have my game audio up high enough, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to significantly turn down stuff like music. Let's try this again. How loud is the voice acting?
And, I'm not sure you know, but apparently this library was originally part of a university that is closed.
Okay, so I'm gonna change some settings, okay. Voice acting is kinda low on the volume spectrum. It's kinda hard to hear, at least for me, but that's what they got settings for. So turn the music volume down, the sound. Okay, I didn't know you had voice acting. I think she said something, probably the first sentence, but I couldn't hear the voice acting, so it should be fixed now. Just leave her to understand that go. She never bothered to stop and gather her thoughts. That's what makes it one of our school's 7 wonders. I'm nuts about paranormal stuff, so I've been looking into it. Back to my parents, teachers, and friends, I had no doubt they would just laugh it off, say something like, where did you come up with that crazy idea? I turned to this upper class girl who's been ostracized for never once backing down from a declaration of I love supernatural. This cat kind of came at me sideways in that one. Gee, I thought the beginning would actually be the same, and then it would change towards like 30 minutes later, and then it'd be different. No, it changed. She threw so close that I was sure it was bad for my pure adolescent heart, and then she broke into a big grin. Though both arms wide, she began to cast lustful glances around. She was like a totally different person. It was like a desert mirage the way her breath touched my forehead when she exhaled. Well, it's definitely a different person because the outfit from the one I just saw and then her outfit completely. That was the thing that made me understand this is a mirage. She was real but only similar. Two of us were surrounded by countless paths of library stacks. Even though it was an early summer's afternoon, the lighting was dim and gloomy. Flame down the black curtains lowered over the windows to prevent the books from yellowing. Apparently the fluorescent lights away along the ceiling was burnt out. They failed to offer any light at all. All the carpets completely overworn places where damp had set in. The place was particularly in ruins. It's hard to believe the building was currently in use. I guess nobody wanted to set foot in that creepy place, because I didn't see any librarians. To continue with Florent.
Gosh, this place is so creepy. Actually, there are so many weird rumors. I can't even remember them all. For instance, they say there's a demon that will pop out of a book here and grant anyone wish in exchange for your soul. And if you crack open this one other unlabeled book, your fate will appear on the blank pages for you to read. If you stick your hand in the crack between the stacks, you can get drawn to another world. There are a whole bunch of awesome rumors. Oh, there's even one about a girl ghost who reads all by her lonesome self for all eternity in the ghost restroom. And that room's sealed shut. Actually, mind if I go to the little girl's room?
Seeming to think none of asking that awkward question, she spun right around. She was on cloud 9. It seemed pretty safe to assume that her love of ghost stories was the real deal. Personally, I didn't care for that sort of thing. As far as I was concerned, an upperclassman going gaga over scary stories and creepy rumors just looked nuts. I never come in for cheap thrills or ghost stories. Honestly, I was more than ready to leave.
Okay, I'd like to take a sec to review what you told me, so be sure to correct me if I'm wrong about anything. The other day, you came to this library to do some of your summer homework, right?
Somebody must have known she was getting a little short on push her space because she slid back a few steps before continuing. That part not voice acted? You have to write a push or reflection on the reading assignment. Why? What a stupid piece of homework.
But since you're a relatively diligent student, you decided to take it seriously and went to the nearest library. That just so happened to be here, right?
And that's where you...
That's
oh,
where you
bad.
encountered the paranormal.
Sorry. I don't play too many voice acting novels, so when I do, I get so used to just reading it. Suri picked up one of the books that had fallen over and began constantly flipping through the pages. Which I gotta remember, Suri's got like yellow and black, and main character's got white, so easy to differentiate.
Wasn't there supposed to be a photo stuck inside every single book you picked up in the library?
If it were as simple as that, it would be nothing to freak out about. I suppose that someone who borrowed books from this library used photos to their bookmarks. They probably forgot to remove them before returning the books. But if that was the extent of the situation, it wouldn't have me so upset. I want to turn to this reading for help, Peter.
No matter what book you grabbed and flipped open, there was the photo. The result was the same, regardless of which stacks or books you tried.
Do you still
have one by any chance?
Don't listen to me. No way, they were so sensitive that I put them back in the books I found them in. I didn't see any good way out of detaining one, and honestly, just going out with them didn't seem right.
Oh, very bad. If there were still any, I could use one to dig up a whole bunch of things. Oh, just so you know, it's not like I don't believe you or anything. Physical evidence is rare in the world of the occult.
Senpai shy before a stern look suddenly crossed her face.
All this, well, can be explained logically. Someone could come up with a very complicated joke. It simply requires stuffing a photograph in each book in this library. It's workable for me or any other person, so far as that is concerned, to pull off with a touch of exertion. Yet, that is the place where things get truly bizarre.
Exactly, this is where the story took a go for the generally paranormal.
Even after you left, you found an image of her stuck in each book you opened. It didn't make any difference in the event that it was a school reading material, a book available to be purchased, a manga magazine, or something different like that. These photographs show up in all books you open, any place, regardless, correct?
Right, there was clearly something strange going on here. No coherent clear location would cover this. It was surely an extraordinary marvel. Is it accurate to say that someone was ventured out in front of me instead of photographs of each book I may perhaps open? I was able to perceive what anybody needs or require from that, and it was extremely ridiculous for anybody to pull off. I thought that it was difficult to envision there was an individual, or then again an association, that would profit by me discovering pictures stuck inside books. At whatever point I discovered them, it just serves to surprise me. It wasn't as though the pace of my heartbeat and the speed of the orb's turn were connected, so there wasn't a danger required from scaring a person like me. The likelihood that somebody loathed me to death and was doing this to torture me didn't appear to be likely, by the same token. The existence that drove shouldn't bring about such hate. I resembled some other commonplace secondary school kid out there. Plus, in the event that somebody plans to menace me, a superior arrangement is stuck in something gross, or if not, and there's utilized a really upsetting photograph. However, each time I found a photograph stuck inside a book, it was of the same girl.
I accept that young lady is a colleague of yours, or which to say she's most certainly not.
Her expression was mindfully. You could essentially hear the cogwheels turning in her mind. I could offer her a reasonable response to this one, however, sure beyond the shadow of a doubt I've never met this girl before. She was a complete and total stranger. Despite the fact that I didn't have a psyche or so splendid that I could recall everyone I met subsequently to whack at my cerebrum trying to recollect. I was experiencing a mental blackout. I've never seen her. I couldn't see how I had anything to do with this unfamiliar girl. Also, she was an outsider, likely a Westerner. Despite the fact that it was hard for a Japanese person such a missive to figure out the age of a Caucasian, I thought she was likely someone near my age, either in her mid-20s or late adolescence. For a short, caring experience, her beautiful face was suggestive of a blossom sprout. No eyes, no hair were especially irregular tones, yet gave off an expression of being considered as fairly normal of Westerners. Regardless, there was consistently an old camera in the graphs that gave her an enthusiastic air, some way or another similar to paper water. While each girl in clothing showed a lack of engagement in design, a considerable law of her outfits were plainly used. She was particularly ordinary, glad-looking lady. It appeared to be added to Cardo's photographs of her as fencing photos. Profound charm sent by folding her arms to feel into a profound idea. At last she said,
I wonder who she is. I've never heard of anything like this before. I'm certain she must be related to you somehow.
Give myself a slight drink. You can hear the can open. Hit enter if she has anything to say.
After all, no one has seen the girl in the photo. I checked online to see if anyone else has a similar experience, but no one cares about it.
Well, that didn't help. I really don't know this girl. Based on the genetic characteristics, I think Senpai is closer to being related to ghosts than I am. After hard thinking, Senpai held her head, and its unique curiosity revealed her own foreign interest. She cried.
I just don't know. This is too far out there. If the girl in the picture makes threats, such as imposing a fatal curse on you, it will make things much easier. That will become the standard ghost story. but from the current situation, I don't know what this girl wants to do.
I don't want to die by a course, of course. This is a creepy situation, but in it seemed harmless, so I at least didn't live a veil. I'm just curious about what happened to the girl in the photo. It also makes me feel frustrated to think that photos like this will appear in any book I open in my life. If possible, I would like to do something about the supernatural phenomenon.
If you only know who the girl is, can you try to solve this problem? If I knew her name and nationality, I might be able to find something online. Do you know?
Senpai's power made me at a loss. All the photos I have found so far share almost exactly the same layout. There are certain differences between each photo, but the overall image remains unchanged. There is a girl in the center. The lens is very magnified. Close-up shots of her face or upper body consume most of the frame. You can see the background is usually just a boring gray concrete wall. A nondescript environment that only vaguely invokes speculation that she could be in a hospital, prison, or research institute. Except for the girl, no one else appeared in the photo, and she did not to provide insights about her character. She's either daydreaming or sleeping. They are simple photos similar to passports and resumes. About the investigative skills of a good detective, I cannot tell her identity.
Well, I think her identity is just one of the things we have to start researching. I will forward you, so please rest assured. Let us make the most of your miraculous encounter with the occultist we live in this modern world. Let us do our best, partner.
Senpai didn't show any sense of composure, but forced me to shake hands and then began to swing my arms up and down. Is it true that in the 21st century science booming, such strange phenomena are really encountered? I bet that Senpai didn't want this opportunity to let her slip away. Although Senpai's weird person, there is no secret, but she did it only to satisfy her curiosity. First, so cold to remove the whole thing from my chest. Always give it to myself, it makes me really frustrated.
Okay, after solving it, let's start some tests.
Senpai began to carefully examine the book that was still in the hands, one page at a time.
It looks like there is no picture hidden in this book.
Senpai took her time, examining it carefully.
The cover is carefully designed so you cannot delete it, which makes sense because it's a library book. I don't see anywhere a photo could be hiding.
She proceeded to hand it to me and continued.
So next, I want you to try. Unless you are a top magician, if one of the photos is taken out of the book, it is really a supernatural phenomenon. Oh, I'm so excited!
I checked the book that Senpai had just confirmed that there is no photos. As she said, it is physically possible for to slip off the page. Of course, only Senpai's fair nodding decided to slide the photo in before handing over in order to play a stupid trick on me. I've never spoken to her before. I don't fully believe her on 100%. On the other hand, it means that she has no reason to laugh out to see me. To be honest, if I keep down every little thing, I will find none. Feeling a little nervous, I suddenly opened the book and flipped pages briskly.
Okay, are there any pictures? Actually, please wait a moment. I want to record. I want to record it on my smartphone. Give me a few seconds. So cool. I hope I can witness the big moment.
Senpai was so excited she was practically vibrating. This is really annoying, but I am too busy with my own problems to deal with her. While I flipped through the pictures casually like any book, I found it. The photo appears, hiding it in the crease below the center of the spine. Cold chills run down my back.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Senpai took her mobile phone out of her pocket, but shooting was a bigger challenge. The phone slipped from her hand. She chased it, her eyes wide in surprise. I'm speechless. As usual, a photo appears in the book I was holding. It was flipped backwards, so I essentially touched the photo to flip it. This photo is none, but...
Let me see. I wanna see. Come on.
Senpai quiet and the harsh voice suddenly became distant. As her quiet voice faded away, a warm feeling slowly got in her body. This is different from everything I have experienced before, like I'm being held by huge hands. See that picture? My eyes fell on the image printed on the small thin-sized photo. The serious girl in the picture looked up at me with a touch of distress. Oh, okay. So I kept my save, which there was some of these changed, so there's absolutely no point. Yeah, I recorded this again on June 17th because he told me something about chapter 1. I think it was something about chapter 1. I forgot, I have to look through that. And I think I tried to record it again. And, it was just the same thing. I think this is where Troy's... Is it this? Okay, no, okay. But originally what would happen is it would say question, 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 I think, and then it would just cut me back to my menu. Where am I? Heck? In this strange room.
Hello. I was looking for you.
Oh. Hello, who are you? Okay, it's the girl that got me here this quickly.
I'm glad to see you again. My name is Iris.
Okay. Where the heck am I? And you that girl. Wait, again?
Mm-hmm. You're totally right.
Yeah, no, it's the girl. That girl, she was the girl in the photos. Is that a room or something?
Yeah. And sorry, but everything is so fast, but today you will sleep here. You came a little late, and you're still confused, but calm down.
Although she seemed dissatisfied with the situation, I pulled the blanket from the bed. She immediately took it and threw it in my arms.
It's too late to argue about the fine details of life. I'm exhausted, so I'm going to sleep. Sorry, please use the blanket on the sofa to sleep today. The first thing tomorrow, I want them to either provide you with an extra bed or set up a room for you. I want to change to pajamas. Can you turn around?
Yes? Jeez, how did I end up in this situation? I could hear the sound of clock washing. I guess she was changing. The big display on the digital clock on the office desk is said with the day I went to the library. Am I being sent to USA randomly? Well, I think this is good news. Okay, I'm just in some type of sci-fi movie. Maybe if I go to sleep, I'll wake at home. Wait, come to think of it, I was just going to photo. She was almost always holding the camera in the photo. Oh, she's always asleep? I didn't notice as I looked around. Gosh, I can't fall asleep. I saw a big amount of parallel pictures on Obvious, and I wanted to see them, and I got them quietly from the desk. I saw such a beautiful landscape, for example, there was the Grand Canyon. As someone whose life was just home and school, I was a bit jealous of her. Okay, it's strange, I had to sleep. At least I saw a strange photo, which was pinned. Maybe she just wanted me to see that photo. Okay, now it's time to try to sleep again.
Good morning. Wow, this time there is someone who will hear my good morning.
Oh, good morning?
Come on, make your bed. We go out.
This feels like it's 7 a.m. or something. Let's check. Wait, it's 6:30 a.m. Okay, you guys are like army soldiers.
Are you kidding me? They sleep until maybe 5 a.m.
Well, I mean, that's truly for me. It makes me feel like I go to school after now. And by the way, where are we going? What do you mean by out? We are under the surface, aren't we?
Yeah, from the outside of my room, that's what I understand going out. Oh, and we are going for breakfast.
That makes sense. I really want to know what happens if I... Hang on. I'm going to do another step. What happens if I choose? Because this is such a drama change that I'm just suddenly here. Why I have to take the photo home. The photo with me. If I load back, what would happen? It's just... Oh, well, I am. Found myself in some sort of facility. I'm currently in a ring that can only be assumed to be always considered. Yes, that is the going for staring at me, but this time she's in front of my eyes.
Hello. I was looking for you.
Oh, at first I didn't know exactly where I was. So you wasn't there, and I was facing this girl.
Obviously, you're confused. Let me explain. I'm part of this facility as SCP, and my number is 105. Every SCP has strange ability or something like that. But I have a real name. I'm glad to meet you. My name is Iris Thompson.
Yeah, sorry, my name is Rachel. Guys, I'm still mind blown. Should you be some kind of tip for using these
You are
photos?
totally right. But now, come with me.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to my original choice, but that gave me a lot more information just for changing something. So just go deal in this clip. So always kinda know stuff. And we know her name. Her full name. Because in the other one she just sees Cyrus. We already know her last name.
Here we are, the cafeteria. And we have a bunch of premium foods and professional chefs. You know, when your work life is threatening. By the way, we have never-ending pizza box. But because it's never-ending, we don't use it that much. I mean, its class is safe, so you can use it if you have permission. One last thing about this place. These guys really can cook everything. Can you tell me what you're eating in Japan for breakfast? I really want to try Japanese cuisine.
Okay, we can eat traditional breakfast again if you want it that much.
Yay!
Okay, we need white good fish and meat soup, pickles, and Japanese style omelet. Maybe this is enough for now?
Understood. Wait here, I'll be back soon. I have to tell them our requests.
They see the hey, pizza box back there. Huh. Sit at the nearest show.
I returned, so we can get our food now. Come on. I guess you know that's not a restaurant. You have to get your own food.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hello, you new here, aren't you? Yeah, hello, nice to meet you. Me too, by the way. This is an interesting meeting for breakfast. I'm surprised. Orders here.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, that's why it's called breakfast. Ah, I see what you did there.
You're so funny.
Pretty lame joke, but I see it.
Oh, come on, shut up.
Oh no, she got angry.
Let's go and sit somewhere.
I like that. They're both just laughing because it's a fucking food joke.
Let's see.
Should try the Japanese style omelet first. Strange face. It's something wrong. If you don't like it, you can try something else.
Yummy!
Okay, and she starts to eat every single day on the table, the fish, the wines, etc. She's for going for normal physique. Her appetite is great.
Okay, that was amazing. It feels like I have extra energy.
Yeah, that's the point of the breakfast.
Indeed. Okay, I have to show you something. Follow me. I have to get something from my room. Come in and sit. I'll find it soon.
Okay. The photo again. I want to see it. It feels like that this cliche, don't click on the red button. Click and you don't know why, but it happens nonetheless. I was about to see what's in the photo, but she screams.
Stop! Immediately! Oh, sorry, but this photo has to be hidden, and I cannot let anyone see her.
That's where I think the translation needs to be fixed. Or the voice should be following the translation better. Because she said see who, but that's you see it. So if it's it, I won't know what was there, but see who makes me think of a female. That somebody is on that photo. Oh come on, this is just a photo, nothing will happen. Stop now and apologize. I don't agree with the first option. Because literally she just teleported with photos. I'm afraid if I do try to grab it, maybe the same fate will happen. I'll get teleported somewhere else. So, stop now and apologize. I'm sorry.
No problem. You don't need to apologize.
Then from the nun, they lost the flip photo from the eyesight.
Oh gosh. What?
What?
What did you do?
I did not.
And who? That's not funny. You know it was a picture connected with that room, which was the containment breach for SCP-106, but he is dangerous. That was a photo of his old place.
But how can a single photo of a place possibly be something bad? And again, the photo just stopped by itself.
I think you already know my abilities, plus this content on the photo. You can easily come for us. Okay, now I'll change myself because really nothing happened for now, and that's my room, so I want to be in comfy outfit.
In some way, the spray of blood in the photo came pouring out. My vision was drowned in the color red. I stumbled, staggered, like a man gone drunk before falling unconscious. The air of my surroundings, everything's different, and what's the nauseating stench in the air than I've ever smelled before. Oh no, deja vu? I'm transported or teleported again? Okay, now I'm in the room from the photo. I saw every single furniture in the room. The light had fallen from the ceiling and shattered. Oh crap, blood again, but from where is it coming from? Okay, let's track the blood trail. Maybe that's the source of the stench. It's abnormal. I've never smelled something like that in peace with Japan. But then I saw probably the same body from the photo. A man leans against the wall, covered in blood, his legs stretched out in front of him. What the heck? Are you for real? Okay, she was right. This guy, is he dead? In any case, there's no way he would have survived. I don't know why, but I could see that his legs and hands were twisted in a natural angle. I'm not a doctor, but I'm sure that these wounds are fatal, but somehow he's alive? What? Hey, can you understand me? He eyed me through the strange of bloody bangs plastered to his face. One, Iris, one, he is coming for us. Crap, I don't know what's going on now. Why I have to run, but...
Hey, are you okay? Please, say something. Hey, say something!
Once again, I was teleported. What the? I can't. Oh, that was...
Okay, take some deep breaths. What happened? Can you tell me? Do you remember?
I think she needs some deep breaths because she was so close and holding me so tight against her chest. I was laying on the floor and her breast left exposed by the pajamas. I hastily put some distance between us. I slammed on my ball all the way to the wall.
Hey, are you okay? Oh, sorry, wait.
After she calmed and changed herself.
Facts I observed are as follows. You have just disappeared from this room for 12 to 10 of seconds. This was...
Oh. That was in the dialogue. I thought she was done talking. That was she said about chewing her fingernail. Yes, do you have a sister or a twin sister?
Why are you asking me questions like these at the moment?
Oh, never mind.
Shocked. I tried to touch your animated image in the photo. Although you seem to be moving, my eyes may still be lying to me. I want to make certain things. Although I made all these things sound like a wise plan, it was pure impulse, not conscious consideration.
Was I willing in the photograph? Come to think of it, I felt the same sense when I was teleporting to his research facility first.
By the way, it's suspicious how this photo just slipped off the wall. Okay, let's ask a trustworthy researcher about the situation.
Wonderful.
Jeez, that was loud. There was a young man. Looks like he teleported in. But her face was like... Iris, who was that?
Fu, here are only I and you. Nah, I don't see anyone other.
Okay, from that reaction, I already know you don't like him, right?
Sorry to intrude now, but rest assured, you need not stand on guard, for I am not an assassin. Nor am I an angel or demon, let alone a magical girl or a ninja.
Well, wait, no, you're not a magical girl.
How would you like me to look? I'll change instantly.
My translated color maybe is glitchy because when he says change, it sounds weird.
Dr. Bright! Jeez. That's my private room, please get out!
But my beautiful Iris, where is the problem? That boy too is here in your private room.
Got a point though.
Is he special for you? More special from your daddy?
More special from your daddy?
Shut up. And you're not my father.
Oh, you broke my heart, but I'm fine.
Oh, come on. I'm exhausted. Please, just leave already.
No problem, my little cute Iris. Jump in daddy's big hands and I'll cradle you to sleep while I sing you a sweet lullaby.
If you make another suggestion that we are related, I will have to kick you in the face.
Okay, maybe I went a bit too far. But it's strange. You've dragged a boy in your bedroom. Aren't you a little uptight when you're secretly part of those creatures? Yeah, boy, the SCP are everything but not human.
Hey! Then what are you, dumbass?
I told you, I can be everything.
Oh, only if I was permitted to have a gun or knife.
I'll be glad to give you a rocket launcher.
You are not funny.
I thought that was funny. I'm a little astonished because of that how these people could talk to each other in that way.
Yeah, you know, that sounds funny because I'm immortal. But you still want this. Oh, I'm leaving. And by the way, I planted bugs in your room for Iris or SCP-105.
No! Don't leave! Get rid of them first! Right now!
Okay. Calm down, and if you continue like this, you will break the walls. Now, the joking aside, it's only natural for the Foundation, for this facility, to keep the mysterious boy. You will become SCP-105-C tentative as the moniker may be under observation.
Oh, now I have a strange title or nickname?
I tried to come in while the photograph scene was in changing process, but those guys from the other personnel... I maybe have an idea how he is connected with you, but I have to do some experiments. Iris, please bring him to my lab tomorrow for the morning. After all, you can reject that invitation, but I'm the greatest mind in the entire SCP Foundation. And...
I didn't mean to skip that like I did. Oh, good to see. And if we have to be serious, you can ask me anything. I'll explain it from the very beginning to the very end. Oh, I didn't notice how late it was.
Yeah, for some reason, every time that man is around you, he can steal too much of your time. Okay, it isn't that late, but tomorrow we will have to go into his lab, so it's time to sleep.
Oh, they're both asleep. A strange experience with the photograph was so exhausting I just closed my eyes to the next morning. I was with Irish for breakfast.
By the way, you hear them, right?
What?
The Class C personnel and the guard personnel after yesterday.
Yeah, it's like everyone already knew everything about me. If I'm right, the facility is located somewhere in the USA. Hey, why there was Class D personnel?
He's probably talking about you. Here, in this facility, we have classes and levels, so you see my ID card?
She put up like the card to show me, as I said.
As you can see, I'm technically classified as a researcher. No matter, I'm SCP at the same time.
And that means my class is D?
Yes, you are with the Class D uniform, but maybe soon you will get new class or something different because you're special.
Special?
I mean, the way you came here is special. That's it, nothing more.
Do I have some kind of powers that I don't know about? But I mean, wouldn't be just normal human? Okay.
But you're totally not like them. The Class D personnel. The main group of them are prisoners or people like them. I mean, when you was transported here, you were naked, so we couldn't leave you like that. And we changed you into a spare Class D uniform.
It was naked. I couldn't leave it like that. I changed you into a...
That's why this field agent wasn't informed about you and mistook you for real Class D personnel.
Did I get knocked out and then I was changed midway? Wait, I was naked? I guess that's what happened.
I put it in a request, so I believe normal clothes should be delivered to you shortly. You can change later.
She see me naked.
Now, we have to choose. Will we accept the Dr. Bright's offer from the last night?
Oh, it just stopped there. Okay, hang on, maybe. It just stopped there. Okay, this is from a while ago. Does it just stop there? Skip. I assume so. I'm assuming that it looks like that. And it's nice. I wonder. Alright, this is empty. I wonder if this is because it's not there yet. It's Dr. Goldman, SCP-1048. I'm presuming that they're taking the route of not many choices, but completely different endings. So let's bring it back to the book. Okay, I'm gonna skip just a little bit of this.
But you are.
Skip a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah.
Now these guys, there are guard personnel, and they, just guarding this area. I will introduce you to them later. Come. We are going in my room. Many people here will say it's a cell, but I made it like it's normal girl room. Or, as far as I can make it like that. I mean, I can't have that much stuff which every girl has.
Yeah, her room was a little barren. Wasn't why it matched what I pictured a normal girl's room. I mean, big room like the size of a classroom. I saw only a simple wallpaper posted on the wall. The whole room consists of which a mere desk, a locker, or a bed with a pipe walk, similar to what is in the hospital interior is pleasant. After all, I'm a bit nervous. I'm in the girl's bedroom. I was focused on Iris.
How are you used to making decisions in Japan?
Something? I don't know what was that, but obviously maybe that's why she asked me such a serious question, because it's something she didn't want me to see. Maybe Penny's or diary?
By the way, bluntly put, there is only one bed in this room. It's, after all, my private room. And sleeping together would not, logically speaking, be very desirable for either of us, would it? Therefore, it's imperative we determine who will obtain the right to sleep upon the bed. Do you understand?
I mean, you could sleep on the bed, it's your room. But that's not the question, it's your room. You have to sleep in your bed, and if I sleep here, I will find Will. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, it's your room. I mean, I'm not gonna not have her sleep in her bed in her room. I mean, no matter who you ask, I think everybody would be guilty if someone appears to enjoy goods like this while making you sleep on the floor.
You're totally right.
But now I'm really nervous because I'll be sleeping in the same room with a girl, which feels strange to me. Can I really fall asleep when I hear her breathing? As a normal high schooler who didn't have much luck with girls, the situation was too much for me to handle.
You're pretty shy, aren't you? Do all Japanese come across this way?
Although she seemed dissatisfied by the situation, Iris pulled the blanket from the bed. She moved gently and took him through in my arms.
It's too late to argue about the fine details of life. I'm exhausted, so I'm going to sleep. Sorry, please use the blanket on the sofa to sleep today. The first thing tomorrow, I want them to either provide you with an extra bed or set up a room for you. I want to change into pajamas. Can you turn around?
So it might be going to hide in the room again. So let's just skip a little bit. Yeah, you can see.
Good morning. Wow, this time there's. Come on.
Okay, I think it's just.
Yeah, from the outside of my. Oh, and we are going here, and we have a bunch of. By the way, we have never. One last thing about.
See, I'm really trying to check if it's
these
me.
guys really keep. Yay. Understood. I guess you know.
Yeah, I think. Hang on, let me just.
Let's go and sit somewhere.
Is there any new CGs? Is the question. Is there extra CGs, or if that's hit the chapter 2? Oh, I can't change this. Oh, come on, just a photo. Nothing will happen. Let's see.
No!
When was this? It's like I'm not even sure why I can really see this photo. It's like, I don't know, it was a crimson red covered in paint or something, but after a moment I realized, is this blood?
Oh gosh, now that's a problem.
This is like a murder scene capturing the moment of death. The photo you can clearly see in ordinary Western style living room. It looks as if human legs grow out from the corner of the picture. Covered in bloody gashes and twisted natural angles, they probably belong to a corpse.
That's a lot of trouble. Just maybe someone will be like that. Haha, your neighbor wanna join the party, but that's not funny. You know it was a picture connected with that room, which was the containment breach for SCP-106, but he is dangerous. That was a photo of his old place.
How can a single photo of a place possibly be something
I
bad?
think you already know my abilities. Okay,
Go see that.
now I'll change myself because really.
Okay, okay, so it's doing the same thing. Slightly changes dialogue, but it's the same thing.
Hey, please say so. Hey, say.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? Hey. Oh, sorry. The fact.
Oh,
Why are you shocked? I tried to touch your animated image. Although I may. Okay, let's ask.
What?
Who? Doc, that's my.
okay, so same thing
Oh,
here.
no
I
We do a lot of skips.
and now I try. I mean, I after and
Yeah, okay. By the way, the Class C personnel and he's probably here in this. As you
See.
can see, I'm texting. Yes,
Sister.
you are with the with the. I mean, but you're totally not like that. I mean, when you was transported here, you were naked, so we could. That's why this field agent. Now we have to choose. Will we accept the Dr. Bright's offer from the last night?
Okay, at this time it didn't give me the option for that. It just took me to my menu. Just accept. Okay, I accept. Okay, it just closes. Okay. Let's shoot the next one. Okay. I guess that would be it. There was some weird things like in the first, if you, I think if you choose to keep the photo and then choose to, stop and not pick up the photo that, Iris wanted you to, then it leads to a part where when you get to the, when she asks that question, the game just ends. But it seems like when you choose to go the other route, which is still kind of the same but slight differences, there is a intro, but both of them can't try. I'm assuming, well, because this is the thing though, is it goes by chapter, but, and I guess if you look right here, it does say 1, so that could initiate chapter 1. Though the only problem I have is, what's it? I can't tell if there's a end ends, because usually the games will have something that initiate, like they do a chapter, they might just be like end of chapter 1 or whatever they might use, but the game just main menu. So and the problem is that for me, in my mind, I can't tell if it's a bug, if it's just doing that, or if legitimately that's the end of it. So, 19 is the voice acting. Now, I'm not gonna say nothing about voice acting. I'm actually glad there's voice acting. I did not expect that, because in the demos there was no voice acting. My problem is the translating, or what you want to call it, the text doesn't line up with the voices. And some, like, well, that's pretty much all. Like, and sometimes, like, it doesn't really line up with the voices, really. Like, there'd be a couple words off or something. A lot of text like that. It was still a good mod. I still liked it. Or not mod. Sorry, not mod. Game. Sorry, getting confused with Five Nights fucking. Actually, at the time I did that demo, I actually didn't really record Five Nights fucking a whole lot. So, barely. Oh, I just noticed. Actually, no, never mind. Don't listen to me. I was gonna say that picture at the bottom looked different. No, it's the same. I thought it looked different. It's just I couldn't see from it. But really, but besides that though, having the voice acting was really surprising. I didn't expect that. I really like that. I think the text needs to be fixed a little bit, you know? Just of course, because sometimes there'll be a lot of things where, another thing is that it would follow the text. You know, the voices will follow the text, but then they'll start seeing some other stuff after the text. So like, after a while I kind of stopped. It was weird. It was like 2-3 times I did that, but I would stop. I won't hit enter after they say what was through the text, just in case they see other stuff at the end of it. So, but overall though, it was good. Those were my couple of issues. The one was, I feel like there should be something at the end of the chapter to initiate. That's the end. You know. Like, heck, even though it says 1, when the 4th game comes out, maybe they do a bundle when the 4th game comes out, they could put, like, you know, the second you start, it could just start chapter 1, fade out, and then when you get to the end of it, it'll say end of chapter 1, or chapter 1 ends, you know. You'll have, like, the word chapter 1, and then, like, a little underline below it, and then have end. Just so, like, for me, personally, I would know if it's a bug or not, because it just ends. That's, I guess, my biggest issue is just it just ends, and I can't tell if it's a bug or not. So I'm assuming not, but like I said, when I went to the second part of it and kind of went to the second like route, if you want to call it that, it gave me a dialogue option. But when I did the first route, I don't remember getting a dialogue option at all. It just didn't pop up. So you know, and then like I said, the text and voice don't line up that well. Only 2 problems though. Besides that though, you know, it was voice acted, the text was, so it wasn't a big issue. You know, I was actually glad it was voice acted, really glad. Or I would have to read through it all, and that would have been an hour of reading it through it all. But I would have to read my character's voice, which is fine with me. Anyway though, hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed this. You know, you should get it if you liked it. You know, it's only like an hour long, so it's really short. It's like $1.50 I think. But it is a good experience, and it does make you wonder, like, it gives you some questions you want to answer, like, really, who is this Irish girl? Like, we know she's an SCP and what she could do, but another question is, why does she teleport us? Like, that was just so bizarre. They didn't know how to answer that. You know, and there seems to be a very dangerous SCP, SCP-106. Which could be really dangerous, and we get a glimpse into that kind of, and it luckily they didn't show that. So another thing is that there's some CGs here, that you never see. Now, like I said, empty's probably just because maybe that's a placeholder. I guarantee that's a placeholder. But you don't get these. My guess is that, this is chapter 2 maybe? Maybe there's a glimpse at it. Maybe they'll like almost done with chapter 2 and this empty because maybe they're doing 4 CGs per chapter. Which will be a lot because he said it's gonna be like 8 or 9. He told me to be like 8 or 9 chapters. 8 to 10. Depending on how the work is done on this, if they do a good job. Like if they get what they need to out of it, they'll probably be 8 to 10 hours. Or 8 to 10 chapters. Which, about an hour each chapter. This was 45 minutes. I went for the second route, so it's about an hour. So it's about an hour. And that's probably going to be about the length for everybody. So... and then this like previous... Actually, that might be why I think... I don't know. Sure. But... yeah. And this one right here, I mean, that's Iris. It is kind of weird because that is 100% Iris. But it looks like, but it's supposed to be Siri, I guess. So, anyway though, hope you guys enjoyed it, and then I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye!